Okay, everyone, today we are going to be doing a test. I've done this test, I think it's 2 years ago, so I wanted to do this test over again because I didn't test the yellow bottle of the LA Totally Awesome laundry detergent. I did test this, but we're going to test to see how well this actually does with this stain test on both of them. The washer settings is going to be, the water level is going to be medium. It's going to be a cold wash. It's going to be a normal wash cycle. I'm not going to add a second rinse, and I'm not going to add any extra soak time. So the 6 stains that we have to test are mustard stain. This is soy sauce. This is sriracha. This is chocolate. This is grape juice. And this is a tinted lip balm. I went to the dollar store and got some lipstick that I've tested in one of the other tests that I have done, but I think I threw it away after I did it. So I had got that instead, whatever. So it's the same thing and it's the same amount. I use 1 teaspoon of each stain and I poured it on each one. Now, the reason the mustard ones have a little bit of the soy sauce on them is because I accidentally spilled a little bit on this one, so I threw some on this one as well. These stains have sat for 2 hours, so no, I'm not doing my normal 24-hour test. I just wanted to do this really quickly for y'all just to see how well it actually does. And we're going to use whatever the recommended amount for a medium load is, since I'm only going to be using a medium load of laundry that I have on the ground. So let me test this. It's going to be just 1 capful, because 1 capful is 2 ounces for this, and that's going to be a medium load. And then this medium load number is, let me see, it's going to be, well, it says 1, well, I'm sorry, it says 1 is to medium, but I'm going to put it to the 2. So we're going to fill the cap to the 2 line, and then we'll test it just to see how well it does. So we're going to test the LA Totally Awesome first, so let's do that. Okay, before I do the test, this is super, super, super liquidy, and this smells horrible. I don't know what I expected it to smell like. It says summer mist. I don't know what summer the mist is coming from, but this smells horrible. But it's not about the smell. Y'all know I really don't care about fragrance per se when it comes to how my laundry smells. I just want it to be clean. Hopefully this is in focus. Just want it to be clean, but just so y'all know, this is how much it is. 1 capful is that amount, but this smells just, no, it's, my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna pour this in here. Like I said, it's very, very liquidy. I'm just gonna throw this, oops, on this side right there, and I'm gonna throw all of it in and hop back over here. Okay, so I have it sitting at the bottom of this, so let me start the wash cycle. Once again, the water level is gonna be on medium, temperature is gonna be cold. The wash cycle is going to be a normal wash cycle, no second rinse, and no extra soak time. I'll be back with those results, and then we will test the Tide to see how well it does. So I just want to take this moment just to talk a little bit more before we get to the results about this LA Totally Awesome versus our Tide laundry detergent. Now this Tide is going to retail for $12.99 at your local Walmart, or at my local Walmart, and it's going to cost about 20 cents per load. And this gets you 64 loads, and the LA Totally Awesome is going to cost you $1.25 at your local Dollar Tree, and it's going to give you 32 loads, and it's going to roughly give you 4 cents per load is how much it's going to cost. So this is 4 cents per load, and this is 20 cents per load. So the way that we calculate the cost per load is you take the total cost of the product. So for this one, it was $1.25, and you divide it by how many loads it says it has. And this one says it has 32. So you divide it, and you get roughly about 4 cents per load for the LA Totally Awesome laundry detergent. This contains 64 fluid ounces of fluid, and this contains 92 fluid ounces of the liquid detergent. So when it comes to both of these, we're going to get our results soon, but we're just trying to see if this does a roughly decent job compared to this one, because we already know that for a lot of households, the Tide is the standard. Tide has been a standard for many, many, many generations of people, and so that's why we are doing this test. I did this test before a while ago, but I did not use the yellow one. I believe I either used the orange bottle or I used the blue bottle of LA Totally Awesome, but I wanted to test this one out because this was the only one that actually had in the local Dollar Tree. And I'm surprised because my local Dollar Tree normally does not have it very often, especially the big bottle. So I was really surprised to see that. So I would say that the smell, if smell matters to you, the initial smell, this smells so bad to me. It smells like Pledge, but if Pledge was worse. So the first initial smell is this very chemically just fragrant lemon smell, and it's not good. It's called summer mist. Like I said before, I don't know what summer and where the mist is coming from, but it's not. The smell is just horrific. And then Tide is Tide. Like, either you like it or you don't. And I like the smell of it fresh out of the bottle. It smells pretty decent to me. So we're going to I just want to take a moment just to break that down so y'all know, is it worth your bang for your buck? Times are struggling for a lot of people these days. And so just trying to find something that works out. And I wanted to do this test because over the years, some companies change their formulation. So 2 years ago when I did this test, there could be difference in the formula and how they're doing it, especially when there is a recession and inflation, because a lot of companies like to cut corners, like to cut costs. And some of them cut corners by either raising the price, lowering the quantity of the item, and sometimes diluting the solution so they don't have to use so much product in it, which ends up costing us because it doesn't clean our clothes as well. So I wanted to do this test one more time to see just how well it did. So we're going to get back to you in a moment with our results. And yeah, I'm excited. I really hope that this does okay, because then it's going to make sense. I did a review a while ago, it's still up on my channel, about why I don't shop at Dollar Tree. And I don't shop at Dollar Tree very much. There are very few things that it makes sense to get. But since the cost of goods, it keeps going up, now I'm back to comparing, especially if they keep it in this size. When they have the small 21 low size ones, I'm about it. But when you have, because they cost it the same price, $1.25 for the 21 lows, I don't think that's right. I think if it's the 32 lows, then it's a little bit more reasonable and it makes more sense to get this. So we're gonna see just how well it does. I'm really rooting for it. We already know, according to all of the tests that I have done thus far, both of them are not going to get all of the mustard stain out. They're both not going to get all of the sriracha stain out. They're both not going to get all of the, they could get all of the soy sauce out. It kind of just depends. The ones like sriracha and mustard are definitely not going to come out on the first wash. But the other ones that are kind of questionable is the soy sauce and the grape juice. Sometimes it comes out on the first wash, sometimes it doesn't. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the results look like when it comes to the tinted lip balm, to see if that comes out, because we know when we did the lipstick it wasn't coming out on this first go round. But to see if there's a difference between this tinted lip balm, and if it matters to y'all which tinted lip balm it was this. Hopefully this focuses so y'all can see it. I'll just put it closer to me. It's just Burt's Bees, one of theirs that I did for this test. So I'm gonna stop rambling and we're gonna go back to the washer to see what the results were for this one. This is what the yellow LA's Totally Awesome detergent was able to do. Okay, so now let me get ready to do the Tide. Okay, so now we are going to test the Tide. As you can see, I filled it to the second line because that's what it says fill it to the one line for medium low, but I filled it to the second one. And we're going to test it on the 6 stains, which are the same as the previous one. We have mustard with a hint of the sriracha sauce that I had to put on there. I keep saying sriracha, soy. But the soy sauces, these are the same. So this is the soy sauce, this is the sriracha sauce, this is tinted lip balm, the Burt's Bees that I had showed y'all earlier. This is chocolate syrup, and this is the grape juice. So we're gonna toss this in here, see what the results are, and compare it to the LA Totally Awesome. I know I'm being very repetitive in this video, but I just want to be clear. The washer settings again are medium. The temperature is cold. The wash cycle is a normal wash cycle. There isn't a second rinse, and there is not any extra soak time. So what we're gonna do is lift this. I'm gonna toss this in here and take the Tide, and I'm just gonna pour it out over there. It doesn't really matter how far it gets. Okay, and let's start the wash cycle. Okay, so we just got done washing the Tide, and let's see what the results are. As you can see, it did lighten up the, is this in focus? In every one of these videos, y'all gonna hear me say, is it in focus? Because I really don't know sometimes. You can see the mustard stain. You can see on the bottom the grape juice stain. That was the chocolate stain, the soy sauce stain. This was the sriracha stain, and this was the tinted lip balm stain. And that's what you could see. This is what Tide was able to do. And listen, y'all, hold on, let me slide this over here. Actually, hold up. Okay, y'all tell me. The settings were the exact same. Y'all tell me. Let's go stain by stain. And by settings being the exact setting, I mean for the washer, it was medium. For water level, the temperature was cold. The wash cycle was normal, and there wasn't an extra rinse, and there wasn't an extra soak time. Let me put this back on here. And I did both of their recommended amounts for a medium load. So, actually on the Tide, I did a little bit more because it says filled to the 1 for a medium load, and I filled it to the 2. And this one's medium load is just a capful. So, y'all tell me what happened. This is a sriracha stain. And as we can see, the LA Totally Awesome removed more of the sriracha stain. When it comes to the tinted lip balm, they both did it. I'm gonna give it to the Tide. Let me tell you why I'm gonna give it to Tide. Look at the area around. It didn't bleed over. For some reason, the LA Totally Awesome did bleed over some. As you can see, it bled over here. So for that reason, I'm gonna give that to the Tide. When it comes to the, let me make sure I get it right. The top is the soy sauce stain. What do y'all see? I'm gonna go back a little bit so y'all can see all of it. In my opinion, they're about what and what, but from what I can see, I won't give it to either other. I think they're about what and what. When it comes to the chocolate stain, I have to give it to Tide. Because Tide, as you can see it, it's a little bit, almost like it's not even there. If you're in person, you could see it a little bit more, which is interesting to me. Probably because I watched it in a cold setting. Regardless, when it comes to the mustard stain, I don't know if one looks brighter to y'all or looks a little bit more brighter to y'all on the camera. It doesn't look like it, but they are what and what. In my opinion, this is my opinion. When it comes to the grape juice stain, I feel like the LA Totally Awesome did a little bit better because I hope y'all can see it's ever so slightly lighter. Okay, sorry, I'm back. You may hear noise in the background, just my air fryer going. I have some honey garlic lemon pepper wings that I'm making. Anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to have to get this point, which the sun is making a little bit harder to see what's going on. But regardless, I'm gonna have to give this to LA Totally Awesome. I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked. There's a review. I'm gonna put that in my description below. This lady, she had tested the Tide versus the blue bottle, LA Totally Awesome, and the results were it's kind of like they did a good job, about the same job. This. It's kind of hard. It's kind of, you know, y'all see the results. I'm prolonging this video and I don't know why. But thank y'all so much for watching this. This is very interesting to me to see what these results may be. If you want to know if I wanted to recommend this, of course I'm going to recommend this because look at how it compares to Tide. And this is 4 cents per load. This is $1.25 for the whole bottle. This is $12.99. This gives you 64 loads. Just buy 2 of these. What is that, y'all? $2.50 for 2 of these. There you got 64 loads. Like, come on, you can't even. It just makes sense. So thank you so much for watching. I'm just gonna recommend this. I can't tell you about the green bottle or the blue bottle or the yellow bottle, which I've done videos of those, so you can go check those out if you want to compare those. But for this specifically against Tide, I will definitely recommend this. If you have this at your Dollar Tree, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Also, I just wanted to add this little last note. While I gave this a little second to dry, the Tide was able to take out the chocolate stain a lot more. I mean, I'll tell you, it's ever so slight. This, you can see a little bit more. Maybe that now that the sun moved a little bit, y'all can see, you can see the chocolate stain in the LA Totally Awesome a little bit more. So this was able to remove the chocolate stain a lot better than this one. And this one was able to remove, that's really it.